Hello everybody, Strictly. So have you ever find yourself in this sort of situation? You're in Lionheart, you're back-turned, and your brain goes, what do I do? That's basically what this video is for. Hope this is helpful, thank you for watching. So where we can start to understand what type of options we have, it basically comes down to evasion. So the first easiest option is that we can just hit one of the kick buttons on its own to do a weave. Like so. That is essentially where we start. So what we can do a weave and then use our directional inputs to choose where we want to go. So right there, for example, I pressed and hold the 3 button and then held my directional towards Azucena. Like so. We can duck in, go under highs, do a launcher, we keep ourselves at a low profile, and that's a pretty useful tool to get out of that situation. So what happens if we do the same thing but hold our directional away from the opponent? We do a sway. So that can be pretty cool. But also what's pretty cool is that we can continue other stuff from there as well. And why this works, if we just keep holding our weave button and just keep changing direction. You've probably done this shit, right? This is essentially how it works. So you can use these to keep up the offensive, you know, do something like that. Attempt to go under an attack or something. Now there's some other shenanigans that we can do. We can duck away from the opponent, but the input is a little bit weird. And the logic, how it works in back turn, is the same as you would do it normally. So when you normally duck towards the opponent, you hold forward. Now, when in Backturned Lionheart, the same logic applies. But what's weird is that I'm holding technically forward towards Azucena, but it makes Steve go away from the opponent. So this is the weird logic behind it. However, after you've done a duck in or duck away, as you could say, the same logic applies with this. Everything is the same. So the same applies with as you would do the just weave and then you choose the direction where you want to go. But the idea when you're in back-turned is you either do a weave on its own and then choose which direction you want to go. But if you want to go away from the opponent, it's a little bit of a... It's very bizarre. Where you hold it towards the opponent, but it makes Steve go away from the opponent. The most common thing is to just do a weave into direction, go under, and do that. And why this tends to work normally is because this is a very unusual situation to begin with. This doesn't happen often. So the opponent might be just as confused in this situation. So usually just going under and doing a skyscraper launch tends to work. Or sometimes you can do the fancy stuff, you know. Something like that. Of course, it's a very rare situation, but if you're somebody who mains Steve, knowing what to do in these very specific situations can be the result of you winning a round or losing a round. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.